Hello, and welcome to my channel where I will continue to do readings and other miscellaneous creations. I have felt this strong shift to expand for quite some time now, and with both sadness and relief, I have had to let go of the Cancer Moon Club. But thank you so much to my true moon homies for sticking around, and still so much gratitude if you decide to go. I do plan to keep some of my favorite videos from that era in a playlist. So, today's pick a card reading is major shifts coming your way, because I know I'm not the only one feeling this gigantic tsunami of new energy washing over all of us. And we have 3 card piles for y'all today. And on these piles we have clear quartz, pile number 1. I chose clear quartz because it is, to me, like an all-purpose crystal. It is known for healing, protection, enhancing spiritual growth, manifesting clarity. When in doubt, clear quartz is the way to go. So take your time, and if you have any future reading requests, please leave your suggestion in a comment below. I would love to hear from y'all and get to know you. Now, let's dig in. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose this pile with this clear quartz, then this reading is for you. So your first 2 cards are Imagine and Time to Go. So one of the major shifts that is coming your way is you are leaving. One big thing came through is leaving behind a mindset. So maybe you believe that there was something that you really couldn't do, and now your thoughts are going to start to shift into that momentum, into starting to make that thing that seemed impossible possible. There's just like a place in your life right now that it's kind of done, like it's already met the quota is the phrase that's coming through. Like, it's just time. You've already been in the position you've been in for so long. Your soul is like really calling you to leap forward, to keep on dreaming. Like, I'm imagining somebody who has like, looking out a window, like having their head in the clouds, kind of staring at a blank wall and completely being out of it and disassociating during conversations. Like, you're not even in the reality that you're in physically, because your mind and your spirit is dreaming of something bigger, something different, something new, and it's pulling you away. And a major shift is that it's time to leave. And it could be anything. It could be a relationship, it could be a career, it could be a living situation, location. There's this beautiful manifestation that is happening for you, and spirit is calling you, and the major shift is that you will be led, that you are going to follow it, maybe for the first time, or maybe this feels scary, and I'm starting to get this feeling of like nervousness and hesitation of, is this really for me? And it is for you. Nothing that isn't meant for you will pass you by, and so if you don't go now, it doesn't mean you'll never come again, but there's this desire that's inside of you that wants to come to life. And the word is like, the phrase, the statement is you are the chosen one. You are chosen for this. Your tarot cards are the Page of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Is so interesting. So it seems like there's people who are supporting you. There's people around you that believe in you. But more than that, this is about the energy of inspiration. There's something about this character in the Page of Wands that feels like, F it. Like, I'm just gonna throw this up in the air, like, and I'm just going to see what happens. Like courage. Having courage to kind of, like, the image is like throwing, like, like a table full of things and flipping the table. Like flipping the table and being like, I've had enough. I've had enough and I'm done. Like, I'm done with this way of thinking and being, and I'm ready to take action to try something new, try something that really fulfills me and motivates me and really burns, like, it sets my soul on fire, something that sets the spirit on fire, and really feel like I'm back inside my body again, back into my body. So like now it's like the image of this could even be like physical health. Maybe there's even for some of you like a dream, like a dream like look that you want to have. Like maybe there's like there's health goals that you have. Maybe fashion, some kind of image of yourself in your brain of what you would like to look like or how you like to present yourself in the world. Hold on. Hopefully you didn't hear that loud chainsaw in the background. but there is, yeah, so there could be some people that may be looking into feeling stronger in their body. And there's this new energy. There's energy that's coming back into your life that is going to support you in this motivation. And I love how we have like the Page of Wands into the King of Wands, because it's about like you starting out like that, starting out as a beginner and whatever it is that you're about to do, starting out somewhere new, being inspired, but then graduating into knowing that you are that advanced stage, that whatever it is that you want is already in some dimension, in some reality, already there, is already possible in your field. And that's actually one of the things about manifestation, right? Believing that what you want is already something that you have, and that it's totally possible for you, and it is. And it's cool because that major shift is happening from just having that idea to really being able to embody that character, being able to embody that life, that person that is a leader, the person that is fully embodied and knows exactly knows what they want to do. So maybe there might be some hesitation in this action, but as some time goes on, you are going to really be able to be like firmly yes to whatever shift and change is happening. And this does feel like something that is based around your material reality, whether it is your health, it could also be where you currently live, and it could be career or even financially. There is this energy here about those types of topics, those types of sectors of your life that you want to move forward in. And it feels like you're going from that idea, making that choice, and then being firmly planted in that choice, and then really solidifying into it. With the Knight of Pentacles being here, there is understanding that the change that you're making is a long-term decision. It's something for the long haul, something that's long-term growth. It's not something that's like overnight, it's like I feel like you're going to make that real solid push into this shift, into this change, and then you're going to make it last. If you had any fear that whatever it is you're going to do was only going to be like, oh, like it's not going to be forever, like I always do this thing where I shift into other things and then I let go and then it's just like on a whim. No, whatever it is that you're making a choice on and making a shift into now, this is the time where this shift is like, you are permanently shifting into this. You are doing this for the long haul. This is something that was going to last. This is something that is going to be for the betterment of your health, in whatever way that is, financially, physically, maybe even for the betterment of your spirit if you say that you moved to a different environment. So it's definitely very positive. And the last two cards you have are Thanatos. I believe that's a moth. So Thanatos being here is the symbol of death and transformation. And so this may be like uncomfortable, right? This shift can feel really big. It can feel really like your life is being swept over or even like washed over like a wave. But at the same time, this death, this rebirth feels so healing. It's like something you've been wanting to happen for a really long time. It's like you've been imagining a new life, a new version for a while. And there's like a door opening for you that is like signaling to you that, hey, like it's time to walk through. It's time to go. It's time to go through. And yeah, it's really calling for you. And I really hope you decide to seriously take the chance. And the word, it really feels like an opportunity, to leap forward into this now. Because it seems like there may have also been other opportunities where you could have made this shift, but it feels like you were like, no, it's not the right time. Like now is not the right time. Not for me. Like it's too unstable out there. But there's this real reward that can come through for you. It will come through for you. That was very strong. I said can and then got corrected. Like is going to come through for you when you end it. When you end whatever cycle it is, whatever chapter that is, there's something that's going to replace it that's equal or greater, more than likely greater than what it is you currently have. And the last card is Father, the Father. So with the Father being here, I'm going to mention there is a kind of Father energy, because King of Wands always reminds me of Father energy. And it's a lot about it is very masculine energy. So like taking action. So this is about taking action, and also about authority. Taking authority over your life. Leading your life with decisiveness. There is this duality is coming through. There is this duality. Okay, finally. Thank you. So there is this duality that is coming through. Spirit wants to talk about absence. Maybe there's something about something being absent in your life. Maybe it was a father figure or a guardian or somebody that was, or some sort of protection that was needed. And this is about, the shift is you learning how to parent yourself, how to bring in that energy into your life that maybe was missing, so that maybe there has been masculine energy that was missing previously from your life, and realizing that you are the caretaker, you are the protector, you are the guardian that takes over, that is supporting you, supporting that child, that inner child that perhaps didn't get fully what they needed. But you are what you need. You have in you what you need, and you are able to give that to yourself. And it's kind of this beautiful, radical responsibility that's coming through. Maybe there's a realization that's been happening for you that you are the leader of your life, that you are the authority, and you are the person that knows you best and will take care of you best. And that is truly liberating. Wow. Okay. So pile number 1, that is your reading. Those are the major shifts that are happening. Thank you for being here and sharing your soul shifts with me. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you at our next meeting. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this pile, then this reading is for you. So, your first 2 cards are a change in wind. Of course, a change in wind is perfect for a reading about major shifts happening in your life. And we have blessed. So clearly, pile number 2, there are things that are happening, that there is a big shift that is happening, a change. And this path that you are being led down is truly one that is meant for you, is truly blessed, is truly lucky, is what's coming through. There might be good fortune that might be kind of sprinkling along the way that is confirming back to you that you are going in the right direction. What I'm hearing is your guides are being very generous and gentle with you in this transformation, which is so beautiful. So your tarot cards to get some more information are the Hermit, Temperance, and the Lovers. Whoa. Okay. Very beautiful. It seems, all right, pile number 2, that this is about finding a long-term relationship, a long-term love. And it does feel very romantic, but this could also be like a passion that you may have. It could be something that you just feel is meant for you. Like it could be like a career that you feel is meant for you, or a home that you feel is meant for you. But this definitely feels super romantic. I mean, look at this card. It's just, it's a very passionate card. Every time I see this card in this deck, I'm like, wow, like that is truly divine, divine romance. So there may have been a period of time where you spent alone. Being with a hermit here, there may have been a long period of time where you've spent alone trying to really soul search as to what you're really looking for in partnership, in life. What does fulfillment mean? Like the hermit classically is the card of a very wise person looking deep into the light and trying to understand what fuels that light. What is really inside me? What is really inside my spirit that I truly want? And when I block out everything else, what makes me happy? When everything is turned off and it's all darkness, what is it that brings me to life? So I really see that you have been deeply soul searching, maybe even going through a spiritual transformation, but really spending a lot of time and reflection, meditation, trying to sort that out. And it does feel, with temperance, I always think about angels and how you have been very protected by your spirit team, that they have been looking out for you and guiding and protecting, being very watchful, observant, and knowing that this is the next step is really one that is long-term, something that the desire for balance in relationships, the desire for something that will last, something lasting, something that you can build on, something that is for your ultimate prosperity in the end. So I really see like you being very thoughtful. And because of this thoughtfulness, because of your intention, and you have a very clear intention, you've had a very clear intention about what you're looking for. It's almost like somebody that's like no to everything that isn't a hell yes. Like no to everything else. Like yes to only things that make me like make my spirit like want to jump out of my body. Like you want something that excites you, but also is secure. Somebody that is just as almost somebody who is like angelic as well, protective and kind. I'm getting somebody that is very serious and kind. So with all that said, a major shift is that you're finding your person. You're finding that partnership, that love, the love that you've been looking for. And maybe even something that you might have thought that wasn't possible, but love is coming into your life, pile number 2. So the next 2 cards are the Village. Almost reminded me of a ring, but I think it reminds me more of a crown. The Village and the Mask. I like how both these cards are pretty like rainbow-esque, which always reminds me of a symbol of hope, luck, good fortune, and authenticity. So like with a mask, it seems like you are meeting somebody that is going to unveil the mask. And I'm even there's like this feeling of you've been very guarded. You've been very guarded, pile number 2. And there's what's coming through is so, I don't know, I find it funny, but it's like this person is going to have to pass a lot of tests. Not that I encourage that people should pass tests in relationships, but almost like, yeah, like you have put up walls and this person is going to break down the walls. And this may take some time. With temperance being here, this may take some time. But whoever this is really wants you, really like loves you. And it's something that the person that's coming in will be able to withstand the mask, withstand the walls. And this person will be very supportive and understanding of where you're coming from. And it will feel like such a blessing that something like this came into your life, because it was always meant to be in your life. This person will feel like home. This person will be funny, and they will be very passionate in this relationship. But I really do see a love that's coming in for you that will stand the test of time. And that's really the major shift that's happening. And that's a really huge shift, pile number 2. So thank you. Thank you for being here and sharing your soul shifts with me. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I will see you at our next meeting. And bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose this pile, then this reading is for you. So we have flexible, flexible, and we have by the book. Interesting. Flexible and by the book. I kind of see you juggling. Pile number 3. I see you changing the way you view society, changing the way you view your structure and your routine, and you're trying to, I see you trying to make something work. In your mind, there's something that you are trying to make work. You're trying to finagle something, is the word, finagle. And I see you being very creative. Perhaps you're trying to start a business or incorporate more of your passions into your current structure. And I see you being very, I don't know why the word silly is coming through, but if I need to be kind of, I see it as being you trying to make things more fun, and you're being strategic is what I'm hearing. You're being strategic, but you have a definite goal in mind of making these things work. And I just get the energy of someone being very sly, almost like a fox. It's like you are moving quickly, but you are being resourceful at this time. Let's see what the tarot cards are to elaborate more on this. So we have the 10 of Swords in reverse. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have the 7 of Cups. Okay. So pile number 3. You are healing from something. Very well, though. And yeah, it's about you're letting go of really heavy thoughts. Perhaps some things that have happened in the past, relationships, or just past hurts that you are healing from, that you're ready to let go of now with the 10 of Swords. And filling your cup more, working on fulfilling your cup. And there's so many things, I think you're realizing that there's so much inside of you. The 7 of Cups is like all about this like daydream. It's like all these opportunities that you have in front of you. You have a lot of things in front of you that maybe you didn't realize you had before. And so you're shifting into the purpose. Yeah, there's something about being more unconventional in this pile. It's about going against the grain and maybe even walking away from relationships that were not serving you. And the big shift is try and decide what is a life that is more authentically aligned to you. What kind of life would make you the happiest? It's enough of kind of following where you came from, following what people taught you, what true happiness was supposed to be, but leaning more into seeing what are my other options? What are things that I've never looked at before? What are thoughts I've never had before? What would my life look like if I led with my heart and really asked myself what made me happy, what made me joyful? And yeah, there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of different things that could do that, and just being able to see. So I see your heart opening in this next chapter. Your heart is expanding. I just see you releasing these swords, releasing these things that, because in the traditional 10 of Swords, it's somebody that has swords stabbed in their back and they're basically just like done, right? But in reverse, it's about releasing that, releasing the feelings of maybe feeling like you'd been stabbed in the back, maybe things not working out, and finally releasing those thoughts that kind of closed you off and now shifting into more a heart-centered, open life. And maybe it doesn't look like what more normal society looks like. Maybe it's not a job that's 9 to 5. Maybe it's not, the regular types of partnerships. Maybe it's not like living in the same town that you grew up in. Maybe it's living somewhere else. And when you live in that openness, you realize all the opportunities and things that are possible. And the world is so much bigger. The world is so much more. Just as you are open, the world opens up for you. And it's like shifting to see that, seeing how wide and magical and loving life can be when you are open to that energy. Ooh, oh, and your last two cards are so beautiful. You have the Vision. Look at that. And look at these two cards. I love how like they're so similarly colored. I mentioned actually another pile about rainbows. Like, and this is more like tie-dye to me in a way, but it's like rainbow colors appearing and representing hope and good fortune, luck, prosperity. And you have the Vision and you have the Creator. And that's just beautiful because it's about like this reading, this shift is about you realizing that you may have a vision that's just different than what other people can see. Other people just can't see the world the way that you see it, and accepting that not everybody is going to understand why you do what you do next in this change. And because you've realized that you are the creator of your reality, you are the creator of your life, and that could look like anything, because in the same way there's so many colors, that your life could be, everyone's life around you could always be like brown, right? And then you realize though that your life is meant to be green, and that's just how it is. And you stepping into that, I love that for you. That's amazing. So yes, you are stepping more into your power in this next big shift. You are realizing that the vision that you have for yourself is possible and unique and totally you. And you're just like painting a life that maybe no one has ever seen before. I also want to mention, with all this cups energy and with the creator being here, that you are going to be so much more creative in this life. And you are going to be so much more playful and curious. And there's just an openness to experience. Maybe you felt at some times that life had become pretty dull, and maybe it felt pretty dead at times. And maybe you've had visions, maybe you've had idea of what life could be, and maybe at some points it didn't feel like those things could be possible anymore. But you are changing into this mode of remembering whatever vision that you had for yourself, whatever life that you felt was possible, whatever dream that was there before that may have been muddled throughout life and responsibilities and all these things that kind of piled up on. You are changing into that mode of realizing that you are creating, you're the one that's the creator of this life for you, and bringing that vision back to life, bringing that vision back into your field and realizing that it's possible. And that's it. So thank you, pile number 3, for sharing your soul shifts with me. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you at our next meeting. Bye.